Guess how many certificates a Chinese person needs in their lifetime? 80! Not to mention over 3,000 types of fees involved in every aspect of daily life. Oh my goodness. And I thought it was a pain getting a driver's license. Why do you need so many certificates in China? Maybe because the Chinese government wants to be in absolute control over every single Chinese person's life, knowing everything that's going on in their life and restricting their actions. And plus, what's a better way of getting money than forcing all these certificates and fees into almost 1.4 billion Chinese people? And don't even think about skipping out on all these certificates. If you do, your very existence will become a question and there will be no way for you to do anything in this society, and you will probably have to pay an even higher price to get it later. So, for before birth to death, these are all the certificates you would possibly need. Certificate for allowing you to have a child. Certificate for first marriage and first child. Certificate for passing pre-marriage health exam. Certificate for pregnancy check. Birth certificate. Child under one child policy certificate. Out of province having child certificate. Honor certificate for being a parent of a one child policy child. Huh? Pre-flu shot certificate. Health certificate. Marriage certificate. This one's my favorite. Spouse is not Chinese certificate. Newlywed training certificate. For real, certificate for passing marriage and childbearing training. One child policy health service certificate. Birth control certificate. Divorce certificate. Single certificate. Seriously? Adoption certificate, unmarried certificate, alive certificate, cremation certificate, death certificate, retirement security certificate. For identification, these are the certificates you would need. An ID, household registration certificate, certificate for young people who have to return to China from another country or whose parents are overseas Chinese, soldier certificate, Communist Youth League member certificate, Communist Party member certificate, government worker certificate, certificate for people who finish studies abroad and returns to China. Is that the same as the other one? Okay, whatever. Senior citizen certificate, disabled citizen certificate, no criminal record certificate, retirement certificate. Here's ones you need for school and work. Student ID, graduation certificate, degree certificate, certificate for graduation from college to workplace. Still in school certificate, student loan certificate, book borrowing certificate. Isn't that a library card? Passing Chinese English Test 4 or Chinese English Test 6 certificate. Starting to work certificate. Qualification to become a working professional certificate. And when you finally do, you get a working certificate. Qualification to work in a certain field certificate. License for practicing a certain profession certificate. Teaching certificate. Social security certificate. Laid off work certificate. I guess you get a pink slip and one of these that says you're fired. Unemployment certificate. Away from work certificate. Driver's license certificate. If you want to move or travel, you need a passport, permit for crossing the border, permit to visit Hong Kong and Macau, permit to visit Taiwan, living in the city temporarily certificate, social economic zone interest certificate, working out of province certificate, financial, house deed certificate for using house as a mortgage, certificate for owning house built on state-owned land, this is for the cities, deed tax certificate, allowance for vehicle to go onto roads certificate, highway maintenance fee certificate, certificate for commercial vehicles, license for starting a business, certificate for running a business, taxpayer certificate, sanitation certificate, fire protection certificate, income certificate, and if you don't make enough, low income certificate. Other miscellaneous categories: donating blood certificate, swimming certificate for anyone who wants to swim, pet registration, weather certificate if you want to claim insurance. Unfortunately, even if you get and pay for all of these above certificates and the over 3,000 different fees, you still won't catch up with the pace of how fast new fees and certificates are generated in China. But still, if you're going to visit or live in China, make sure you do not lose any of your IDs or certificates because it could be very troublesome to replace it. And make sure you get a backpack to put them all in. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, like us, and share this because I had no idea you had all these. You basically need a certificate to live. Honor certificate for being a parent of a one-child policy. What? Hold up. That was crazy. What? Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay. Chinese citizen certificate. Passing Chinese certificate.
No, passing Chinese English test.
Oh my God. License for practicing a certain profession. Wait, that's all one thing? Holy crap.